Welcome in. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Catherine, and I don't know what this channel is going to be about. I'm going to talk about stuff. I've gotten back into drawing and doing art, so I'm going to talk about that. Probably going to talk about crafting because I'm always doing that, and just other life stuff. So if you subscribed because you just wanted like craft tutorials, I get it. I might still do those. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not setting myself in a box this time because I'm hoping that maybe that will keep me from flaming out. Just put it that way. Anyway, so I'm back after quite some time. It's been a long time for this channel. I had another channel for a while. It was just about cross stitch, which I haven't done that one in a while either. Most of this year, I've kind of taken away from social media in general and posting and doing that sort of stuff. I've kind of eased back in. Last week, I started a new Instagram account. I don't know, what do you call that? I've been posting my sketching and drawing because I got back into that at the beginning of the month. And so, which we're gonna go through my sketchbook. I'll probably do that first. So maybe people that are just interested in that don't want to hear about, because I am gonna make this channel like more about me and my life, because I feel like that'll be a little more interesting for me. And I, especially with the stuff I did on here with the craft tutorials, I was always feeling like I had to find a new thing, I had to buy a new thing, I had to try a new thing, and that's just not sustainable, at least not for me. Because then you end up with just a lot of stuff and materials, and you're moving on to the next thing, so you're not going back and doing anything with those. And I'm trying to not get a million more crafts in my life, because I already have a lot. And I just realized it's gotten a little out of hand. As you can see, there's just like stuff everywhere. And this is just one tiny part of my house. You have no idea. So let's do the sketchbook first, then I'm going to talk about some life stuff going on with me, because there are a lot of people that I know, like in real life, that subscribe to this channel, or I'm going to like let them know about it. So I figured this is a nice way for me to just sort of chat with people and not have to worry about it being, oh, and I have to do, I don't know, the SEO and have my niche and whatever. I don't even care anymore, man. So, a lot of sketching in here. So you can see I was drawing batteries. I've got a couple books that I'm going through and doing all the exercises. Then I was drawing books. It's surprisingly hard to get the angle right. I don't know. I tried. You know, it's been a long time. I really haven't done anything like serious since high school, and it's been a while. This page is just like playing around with watercolors, trying out the different colors, opacity and stuff. Like this one is all the same purple, but using different amounts of water to get different values. And then this is mixing, there's like 2 different colors here, and then there's like 3 here, making shapes and stuff, just trying that out. So I haven't really done watercolors much. So this sketchbook journey book that I'm doing goes over that in there. It's just fun. And then I got some more sketches. We've got candy corns, checkers, which so I have this little stuffed holiday decoration that's a vampire candy corn, so I kind of drew him. So that's fun. Then we have like a collaging page, so that's cool. A lot of fun. It's very chaotic, so it's very on brand. Then we have eggs and a figure, and oh my goodness, those feet. Gotta start somewhere, right? But my eggs are nice. Those look good, right? We're working on it. We're working on it. I'm trying to not be too down about myself, because it's been a while. It's gonna take me a while. It's the process, right? More stuff with watercolors, like trying out doing trees. So of course I had to do some like fall trees. That was really fun. And then just kind of like playing around with the watercolors, seeing what I could do with them. That was fun. Oh, I don't need to flip it. We'll get here. So these are mussel shells. And then I got some plants. I was like experimenting with some leaves and stuff on there. So the shading on the mussel, not bad, not bad. My plants are a little less believable, but whatever, you know. And then more working with watercolor. This is like trying out putting colors next to each other with 3 different colors. So that was fun. And we're drawing a slide and a dinosaur. Dinosaur looks kind of chunky. It's okay. We all feel that sometimes. This exercise was about drawing from memory. So these ones I drew like looking at the instructions, and then these ones I covered everything up and was trying to do it from memory. So yeah, that's tricky. Sorry if you have a thing about ears, because there's a lot of ears. Okay, we got forks. Yeah, that one's tough. The octopus, not bad. And then some like dynamic poses. That one was the example from the book, so that turned out pretty good. I did one on my own, and a little less so. That's okay. We keep on trucking. And then this was all about curves and reverse curves. So I was like trying out drawing all the different like containers and bottles and stuff from the book. So some of those are pretty nice, eh? We have scissors, we have a little hot pepper, and then scissors with ballpoint. So this exercise was sketching with a ballpoint pen. Not bad. You know, I think I'm making, I don't know, paint sticking. Okay, so we have some perspective here. We got 1-point perspective, 2-point perspective, and then some other sketches, bird's nest, mailbox, a little stuffed koala, and a gumball machine. That one's all right. Then I had an art study, like Van Gogh's Starry Night, which was pretty fun. I realized I should have put more yellow, like little things of yellow out here, but then I'd already put the paints away, and well, you know, it's fine. Paging sticking together. Wait, no, I glued a page on the back. Never mind. Don't pull that apart. That's intentional. So this one I was supposed to have black paper, but I didn't have any black paper, so I had some scrapbooking paper that was mostly black with some polka dots. So trying out drawing on black paper like bubbles, and then I tried a few other things like a window and a candle. The bubbles aren't bad. The other ones need work. This one is like drawing below the horizon, so getting that 2-point perspective. We get a safety pin, we get a pearl bracelet, and then this one was pretty cool. Is drawing a calla lily with one line, so you're just doing a continuous line to do the drawing. So that was a really interesting exercise, and it turned out pretty good. I was pretty proud of that, and I think that's it for right now. So I'm on week 2 of doing art stuff. I've got like 3 books I'm working out of. So one is just all sketches, another one is more of like the theory behind it, and then some practical exercises, and then I got one that's just like a sketchbook challenge, and that one gives me a lot of different stuff, working with watercolors and acrylic paint and pens and things. So I like having the variety, so I don't feel like I'm just doing the same thing every day. Those have been fun. I guess I can put the names of those books down in the description if I remember. If anybody is interested in what those are. Why is there, I don't, whatever. Anyway, constant distractions, yay. Yeah, and you can see I've got like quite the menagerie behind me, including Princess Luna. Her hoof, you push that, it'll play the My Little Pony theme song, which my husband loves. Okay, so that's what I've been drawing and stuff. I've been working on some craft stuff too. I think the only one I finished recently is I finished this one from the Frosted Pumpkin spice and everything nice. I need to get it all cut out. I've got a little board that I put on. I have one from them every month. Do you see this mug? This mug is ridiculous. I mean, do you see the size of this thing? Yeah. So I bought this online and I didn't look at I didn't look at the dimensions. I was like, I saw a picture. I was like, oh, that's fine. Yeah, it'd be great. And I get it. And I'm like, what? I have a bad habit of that. That's why I like buying stuff in person better than buying online, because oh my goodness, this is not the first time I've gotten something much bigger than people talk about. They get stuff and like, oh, it's and I always end up getting something that's like, it's a mug for giants. It's Andre the Giant's Hello Kitty mug. Like, hey, but it's got Hello Kitty on it and it's Halloween themed. I decorate very seasonally, so I was really excited when September 1st, and you can see I'm very falled out right today. So I have fall mugs and I have winter mugs. I don't have specific spring and summer mugs because I kind of looked, there wasn't really much, so I just have some mugs, My Little Pony mugs, if you must know, for spring and summer. But I get really excited when it's time to bring out the fall mugs. I'm like, oh yay, the fall mugs are coming out, and then the winter ones, and yeah. I have all sorts of seasonal decorations, not so much in here, but out in like the living area. I might make a short video to show my seasonal decor, because I've got a lot of fun stuff that I've collected over the years. Maybe like a short on here might be fun if people are interested in that, or I'll just do it anyway. I don't know. I don't know if anybody's gonna watch these videos. I don't know. I'm not worrying about that at this point. I want to do this. I want to talk to whoever's willing to listen. And yeah, I dyed my hair. You probably can't really tell because it's very wet right now. I just got out of the shower, but I dyed it red. Not a real bright red, but you know, when it's dry, you can tell it a little better. It gets very dark when it's wet. And of course, super always the curly. I'm trying to grow it out. Feels like it takes forever, because right now you can see it seems kind of long, but it's still gonna shrink up some more. It's like down here and whoop. Anybody out there that has curly or really wavy hair, you understand. Anyway, what else has been going on? I've been on a diet and exercise program. This is week 9, so like over 2 months. I joined the Noom program, if you've heard of that one. So I've got a little app on my phone. I can track my food and my steps and water intake, and I like it because it also has an exercise program component. It's on the like upper tier. This is subscriptions, man. But anyway, there's not a gym really very nearby. I like to do it in the morning, so it's just like I'm not going to get up and dress and go, and I don't really have a lot of equipment here. You know, I have like a yoga mat and a few weights, but the exercises, like the little exercise videos, have been really good, and oh, I'm sore. Oh, this morning, when it gets towards the end of the week, because I do it Monday through Friday, and when it gets towards the end of the week, yeah, it's Thursday, and I'm just like, because it's deceptive. It's mostly body weight exercises, but man, my body is something that I'm carrying around. It's carrying extra, so I got plenty of weight. But I like the program. It has a lot of like educational stuff in there, and some of the stuff I knew, some of the stuff I didn't know. Like apparently, if you like gain weight and then lose it, and maybe you come back to a weight you were before, you're actually burning less calories than than before you like gain the weight, because your body's like, oh, you're smaller now. And so then it makes it harder. And I'm just like, that's not fair. That's not nice. Why are we doing this? It's very frustrating. It's been a slog. It had a, you know, pretty big jump at first, you know, water weight, all that, and I'm still making progress, but man, it takes forever. It's like I'm eating vegetables, I'm eating cottage cheese, for crying out loud, which I recommend the Good Culture cottage cheese. Their curds are nice and small. I'm not a huge fan of cottage cheese, but it's a very low calorie source of protein. Woohoo! Yeah, this is my life right now. But I'm determined, and it's been 2 months. I've been doing it. I'm still doing it. I don't know if I'll get down to like the goal weight I want to get down to, but if I can get close to that, I'll be happy. And you know, progress is progress. So I'm gonna take it. I'm trying to take a very positive viewpoint of this. It's very easy to get bogged down in like dieting, exercise, all that stuff, and just like make yourself feel really bad. And I've been doing pretty good of not doing that and celebrating the wins, like when my pants get looser and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, you know, because the scale is giving me nothing lately. I know that I'm building muscle and blah blah blah, and that weighs more than fat, but still. We're trying. We're working. A lot of my plants have died. It's been so hot this summer and dry. We just really have not gotten a ton of rain, and pretty much all my stuff is in pots because if I plant it in the ground, the weeds choke it to death. Florida's very hostile to plants sometimes. So I have to be out there watering every day, and I usually remember, but not always, and some plants really resent that. My basil's dead, my mint is dead. Yeah, I know I killed mint. That's impressive, isn't it? I think my oregano's dead. One of my blueberry bushes didn't make it. I'm just like, man. So this weekend we're planning on, we're gonna get rid of some pots. I've got some like pots with little water reservoirs, so hopefully that'll help to give me some cushion. And I'm just kind of mostly gonna get away. I'm gonna have a few herbs, but I think I'm gonna just do some like decorative plants, flowers, whatever, so it just feels less upsetting when they die. And notice I didn't say if they die, because they probably will. Because the only thing I managed to keep growing for like a really long time was an aloe plant. We finally kind of got rid of that because it was making like little babies, and we never did anything with it, and the pot got root bad. But the blueberry, we mostly saved the blueberry bushes. And well, we have trees. We have a bay leaf, which I've had that, oh my goodness, I've had that a really long time. I had it in a pot. I actually brought it down with me when I moved down from Atlanta in 2011, and it stayed in a pot for many years until we moved into this house, and I finally planted it in the ground. So that one, yeah, okay, so that's I've kept that alive for like over a decade. We also have a fig tree and a pomegranate tree and 2 nectarine trees, which this is only like their second year, so they're still really getting established. The fig has given us some figs. I'm trying to trim it up because there's rabbits, and if they're down at the rabbit level, they eat them. And it's a dwarf tree, so it's only gonna get so big. The pomegranate didn't flower this year. I don't know why. Like, it flowered last year, but then it didn't give us any pomegranates. The flowers just fell off. I gotta do some research, man. It grew like crazy. We really trimmed it back. It grew. It's like 8 feet tall. It's crazy. Really bushy, lots of leaves, just no flowers. I don't know. To the library. So I'm just kind of wanting these videos to talk about my life and maybe visit with people, especially like I don't have any family that lives here locally. They all live in other places, so I thought maybe I could send this to them and they could watch it if they wanted to and see what I'm up to. I've been volunteering at the library. I shelf books, which sounds really boring, but I don't know. I like it. And then I get mad because people will be like, I'm like, why? Or in our library, we pull all the books to the front because, you know, if you push them back, some are shorter or smaller. So that all those front, so you can see everything. And I swear, some people just go through and they push a whole row. And I'm just like, I know some of it's probably kids, but I don't think it all is. I don't think so. I've had some people push them so far back, they're pushing out the books on the shelf behind it. And I'm just like, why? What are you doing? Why are you doing this? Stuff out of order. You find things in weird places. Just so many things. Or the people that try to be helpful. Like, we have a lot of mystery. We have a whole mystery section, a lot of mystery novels. And like a lot of mystery novels read a lot of books. And then sometimes they're in like series or groups and people will be like, oh, I want to put the thing. No. Don't. Alphabetical order by the title of the book. Don't try to, no, just alphabetical order under the author, but stop it. I know, you can do that at home with your own books. Do whatever you want. Leave it alone at the library. I swear, I organized this whole author, like she had almost a whole shelf, and I went back a day or two later and somebody put it back and I was like, you could be kidding me? Who has that kind of time? But I haven't seen it change again, so maybe they finally learned when I fixed it the second time. Stop that. And some authors have so many books, like James Patterson has like almost 2 shelves, maybe like almost 3 shelves to himself because he's written so many books. So that gets a little wild. Yeah, it's fun though. And everyone there is really nice, and it gives me like somewhere to go, do a little something, kind of move about a little bit, and find like 20,000 new books I want to read. If you could see my bookshelves, you know I don't need more books to read, but of course there's always going to be more books to read. Maybe my next video I'll talk about some of the books I've read lately. I don't know. Well, I didn't bring them in here, so we'll get into that, and I don't want this video to get like super long. I'm a member of the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship here, and I'm on the board now. I'm so fancy. I'm the board secretary. Very small congregation there. It's, I think, 30 something. So yeah, small place, but you know, I kind of like that it's small. You know everybody, and it feels just more personal. So I really like it there. Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't know. I don't think there's really much else now. As far as like what I want to do going forward, I like showing off my art. Maybe making some more short videos of like little random things, showing off some cross stitch or something, or I don't know. Is there anything that you'd be interested in seeing or knowing about me? Like, that's not too personal. I'm not gonna give you like my address or social security number, man. This is the internet. Oh, so I'm on trend, which is exciting. We watch K-pop Demon Hunters. Of course, now I'm obsessed. I listened to that soundtrack a few times. It's good, man. It's catchy. I had a K-pop phase a couple years ago, so it's not like too out of character, but I was finding like everyone was talking about it. I can't, like on the Today Show, it's like, oh, our kids have watched it like 50 times. I was like, fine. Sometimes I get a little, I don't know, I almost get turned off by how something's too popular. I'm like, but I was like, okay, let's just watch it. Everybody's talking about it. And it's a fun movie. It is. So I'm looking forward to making more. And the songs, we got some good ones on there. Definitely, definitely fun. We're working our way through some other shows. We're almost done with Gilmore Girls. We've got like one episode of the revival series left. So, yes, I've put my husband through that whole thing. Now he enjoys it. That is a fun show. The very like rapid fire pace of it. I felt like that would be on his thing because he really liked West Wing, and I feel like it has a similar like snappy cadence to a lot of the scenes. So, and you know, he's usually only like half paying attention, doing his puzzle book or some other thing, or he's on his phone, and I'm like, get off your phone. Yeah, this year I've just really focused on trying to be offline more. I guess I'm a little bit more on now that I'm putting my art and stuff on there, and trying to not get sucked into Instagram, because for most of the year I still have Facebook off my phone, and for most of the year I've had Instagram off my phone, and so I had to be really careful because it's just easy. But then sometimes I will just be like, because it just starts being so many ads. It's like, oh, here's a sponsored post, and here's an ad, and here's another sponsored post, and I'm just like, really? I haven't been on Instagram since way back in the day. I've been on for a while now, but even I can tell it's worse. Meta's just trying to squeeze every single stinking dollar out of it, as if they weren't filthy rich. But whatever, man. But yeah, I want to talk about my art. I want to talk about my crafts. Maybe just talk about other subjects. I don't know. My thoughts on things, because I have thoughts. Surprise. No. But you can see I have a lot of interest. I have some lovely Sailor Moon cross stitching I've done up here. There's another one up here you can't see. Some other little ones. There's some diamond paintings around here, but I might do some little shorts showing off some of that stuff. I think that would be a good format. This lovely latch hook kit, which is actually the most watched video on my channel, is me reviewing. I think it was that one. Yeah, because I had another one too, but I think it was that, maybe the other one. It was a latch hook kit. Just like 3.4 thousand views, which is way outlier for most of my videos. I guess there aren't that many videos about latch hook kits. I don't know. But it's on here if you're interested. And I have a lot of other crafts videos and stuff, if you haven't seen them, where I've just tried out things to varying success. Really is all over the place. Yeah, this is getting almost to like a half an hour, so I don't want to have to like take a million years to upload this. I'm gonna be back on here more often. I'm not planning on doing any like extensive editing or anything fancy with it, so you're just gonna have to like, I hope you couldn't hear that. Apparently it's time for lunch. I'm hoping the audio on this is okay, because I'm just using the microphone on my phone. I had little microphones, then I got a new phone, and the microphone plugs into the phone through the old lightning port, which the new phones don't have that. And I'm like, well, damn. I think I have an adapter somewhere, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I'll see if I can find something. I'm not entirely sure. I do have another microphone that might work, but it's like a big thing on a stand, so I'd have to figure that out. I don't know how I would do that. I don't know. Anyway, so hopefully more content on here. Probably pretty chaotic content, which you could tell based on the new name of my channel. If you want to check out just like pictures and stuff, like I said, I have the Instagram, which is the same as this channel. It's the Creative Chaotic Life with little underscores in between. And otherwise, I'll see you in the next video, hopefully soon. I'm not gonna like disappear for years again. Promise, I'm gonna do things. We're gonna have fun. Bye.